Welcome, everyone. We've got the Transformers Autobot Bumblebee and Autobot Gears in nostalgic G1 packaging. This is a Walmart exclusive. Went up for pre-order sometime back, and these are starting to show up in stores, which is interesting because people who have pre-ordered them online, I don't know if they're shipping yet. I pre-ordered them, but I ran across both of these at two separate Walmarts uh, near my area. So hopefully, people who pre-ordered will be getting there soon. And if you pre-ordered or not, you might be able to find these locally. Now, the two separate locations that I found these in didn't have many available. Strangely, one had a lot of gears and one had a lot of bumblebees. So I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if they're like splitting the packs or, maybe they're equally packed and some buyer came and, bought up a bunch of one and didn't buy up a bunch of the others. I don't know, but interesting to say the least. So the big thing with both of these is they have this cool nostalgic package, and they're meant to be representations of the original G1 toy. Gears does it a little bit better than Bumblebee. So Bumblebee, basically they took the Netflix Bumblebee, which was also a Walmart exclusive, and they've given him a toy accurate deco. Didn't give him a new head. Don't know why they did that, but you know, at least we get this. And then Gears, a little bit more going on with Gears. They actually gave him a different head, and again, he's got these toy reminiscent colors. Both of them have these cool backgrounds. They've got tech specs. It's interesting that Gears has the season 1 background and Bumblebee has the season 2 background. Don't know why they did that. I guess they just wanted to have some variety instead of just having the same thing on both. You'll also notice that Bumblebee has a official Volkswagen product sticker on his card. Are in vehicle mode, and they definitely look the part with paint details to match the original toy. And let's just go ahead and bring the originals in because it's really hard to talk about this without comparing them to the toys. So we can see with Bumblebee, he's matched up pretty well. Although this guy's got silver, the original did have black here, so this one does a good job of creating that. And we do have the hubcap sticker and kind of a representation of it on the back of the license plate. And then with Gears, we got a lot of similar elements. I just realized his wow, his rub symbol is on sideways. I don't know why they did that. Probably just to make it fit. But you can't see it on here, but there is a black sunroof. That's what this is representing. We got the grill, silver. And although this W is not outlined on the original, there's no molding here, so they put a tampo to kind of homage that. On this guy. And then to show them off with their original counterparts, some very drastic color differences. And then just for Bumblebee, this version, which is a shame because he kind of matches up with this more than this does. So I don't know. Seems like they would have used this mold for the G1 Deco, but still cool either way. So here they are out of the package. And I am definitely digging Gears a lot better than Bumblebee. Not that there's anything wrong with Bumblebee, but you know, they gave Bumblebee Cliff Jumper's bazooka, and we know that there is a Bumblebee gun. Now, it came with one of those Generations weapon packs. So maybe there's a thing about it not being part of the mold, part of the sprue. So, they grab the mold for this, and, this weapon is, basically part of that mold. So I'm guessing that's probably why he doesn't come with a show accurate gun. Now, for being technically toy inspired, Gears didn't have a gun. So it's just going to be a thing with these. Outside of that, they look nice. So let's go over Bumblebee real quick. He does not have the toy face, at least not the original G1 toy face. His face is completely silver though. Like the eyes are silver also. Um, so that is a, toy deco thing. The Autobot symbol is silver. And as you can see, his limbs are black. And they did do one little clever thing. He's got a tampo that is an homage to the sticker on the back of the toy Bumblebee. So I think that's cool. I do like the painted windows. They stand out. I used to be a big person on having clear windows, but I think for something that, represents the toy deco, I think that's perfectly fine. Now, Gears, with him having the toy accurate head, um, it's just a little bit more nostalgic. Uh, the paint scheme is different, color scheme is different. He does have a silver Autobot symbol. I don't know that the red is painted. Like, it might just be silver outline. Another interesting thing is it seems like this top area is painted. It's kind of hard to tell, but maybe it's the lighting, but it seems like a little different red. And then on the back, he's got the W symbol, which is very toy specific, and just generally kind of like this guy a little bit better. So let's go ahead and do some comparisons. We'll go over Bumblebee first. So here he is with the Netflix Bumblebee. Netflix Bumblebee had this kind of cheddar orange color, which is rather interesting. This is not really a thing. He's never had this color except for the masterpiece, the original masterpiece Bumblebee. And I don't know where they got that color scheme from. The Netflix version also has it's kind of hard to tell. His eyes are blue, but it kind of seems like they were trying to do some light piping, but there's no hole on the back. It's just like a very dull light blue. But that's going to be another big difference. And then he's got clear windows. They have a blue tint to them, and the back is different because we don't have this extra tampo where the license plate is. Oh, and also the Netflix version has painted handles for the doors and painted windshield wipers. So that's another big difference. And then a couple more comparisons for Bumblebee. This is the Studio Series Bumblebee, and he is yet different from him also. Obviously, the sculpt is different, but color scheme wise, we've got black versus dark gray. We've got painted blue eyes, silver eyes. Kind of strange that they gave him a silver face. Probably should have given him a gray face. And also he's got that Bumblebee gun. So yeah, one more comparison with these two. For gears, outside of the new head, the color scheme is quite a bit different. You got this yellow pattern versus just the silver. Autobot symbols are a bit different. In some ways, in places where there's paint here and not paint here, there's extra paint here that's not here. It's interesting. So those two guys. And then to go over their for real toy counterparts, the colors are not completely faithful, but they do kind of get in the ballpark. Definitely closer in color than their original releases. Matter of fact, let's do this so we can see these guys all together. But we don't have the battle mask for Bumblebee, but we do have that homage to the sticker on the back. And then gears, got a lot of the same elements. And his wheels are very well hidden, but his wheels are painted, the hubcaps. And then I just wanted to talk about Bumblebee a little bit more. So we had this this newer Bumblebee that came out some years ago, 3, 4 years ago, and it had the cartoon head, and even this doesn't quite match because he's got blue eyes and he does not have blue eyes. So yeah. But his yellow is closer, but still completely different. So they've just kind of made up this color. I don't know why. Overall, I still think it looks pretty cool. And one more for Bumblebee because we do have one more mold. Actually, there's quite a bit more molds, but uh, dealing with the Bumblebee character, we've got Goldbug. So now we got 3 Bumblebees. I say that, and I remember that there is a Bumblebee that has the basically it's the Bumblebee head with the cliff jumper version of the body. So that one I do not have, but I know it does exist. So overall, pretty cool. I don't know that this is a release for everyone. I still find it a bit overwhelming with all the stuff that they're doing with G1 nostalgia because we've got the vintage figures. We've got the vintage figures that are painted to look like the cartoon. We've got the modern figures in a color scheme that doesn't match anything specific. Then we start getting modern figures in toy colors and show colors. Then we got Missing Link. is there's a lot of like there's just a lot. If you're a Bumblebee fan, there is 20 G1 Bumblebees you can get right now. Now, if they continue to do more of these, uh, I think I'd be interested in them. Like for instance, Brawn has a very different head sculpt. That would be a cool one. It'd be interesting to see what they do with Cliff Jumper. But even more important, we have a mini bot that's missing with Wind Charger. Wind Charger is another one of the W mini bots that had a weird sci-fi looking face, but the cartoon had a more human looking face. So um, I would be really interested in number one, a legacy Power of the Primes, whatever Age of the Primes Wind Charger that looked mostly like the show, and then a retro release that had the toy deco. Thanks for watching. If you haven't done so, please like and subscribe. And as always, tune in for more videos coming up. Thank you.